26-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Reset. 18.
Right there, 54 Mike. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get
Alert.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check, 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 check. 24.
motion, motion, motion? 58
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Reset. 19.
Mike, 58, right there. Hey, get the hey.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there for Indy. And even 70 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Well, they go with a tight end carry. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mo Alley-Cox, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
At the 36-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Hey, 59, 59.
They run it with Carson. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He may try and run for this. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Double dog, that's the way.
59.
After the interception, here's Watson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. The Texans with a first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Draw play. This is Carson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
2nd down and goal. Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down now, it's Mack. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he gets it to Funchess, complete. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Here we go.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brissett. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety.
To make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
He's coming. We got
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. $10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Now on 2nd and 13. Brissett. Campbell making the catch. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Brissett now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Here's Marlon Mack. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 15-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Ware. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll try and run for this with Mack. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And that one, my goodness. this. That was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, 31! Down the block!
Now it's Watson. The catch made by Hopkins. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Bissett. Looking deep for Hilton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Brissett. And the catch made by Hilton. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
50, 19, 24.
This is Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Carson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 31 yards there and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Set. 19. Hey, defense, let's go. Kill 9. Small. And set.
On first down, it's Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans push further out in front. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize that
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run the counter. Carson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It was Anthony Averett who got him down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Watch the run.
On third down, it's Carson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Mike. Go.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans push further out in front. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will
No,
he?
he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to hack up first down.
There, puts him over the...
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Oh, here we go.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That one in the books as a 60. Yard punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
got the lead. Yeah.
we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Watson now to throw. They'll run the screen with Carson. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Set. 19.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Back to the floor. Line up, line up. Line up.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
56. 19. All day, baby. All day, all day. 54. Line up, go.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd down and 12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 26. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms, because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
At the 23-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Let's go one more.
From the gun, here's Watson. They're able to locate Wilson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go, G. Hey, it's just me and you. 24. It's me and you. Alert flare, flare.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Undercrunch. Out.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Shit. Check 4.
24 down, he's coming.
And that'll set him back 5. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. They run again with Carson. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And the Colts first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the edge.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. Back now in Houston. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Get ready. Watch the safety creep.
They run with Hines. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
On first down, Mack. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Mack. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, Brissett. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Reset. 19.
Check 53 fly. Let's go deep, tighten up.
24.
Let's go deep, tighten up.
24.
Check.
And 24.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. And he's doing that in this game.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Mike 58 right there. I'm coming.
To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Eluding the and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and losing yardage.